What do you mean by quadratic equation? Suppose you have some equations. How will you find out which one is quadratic equation? Hello students, this is Ronita. Welcome to my channel. Let's solve with Ronita. In this video we are going to discuss the chapter Quadratic Equation. So without any further delay, let's start by quadratic equation. Suppose you have some equations. How will you find out which one is quadratic equation? See, here I have 10 equation. Okay. And I am going to discuss about them one by one. Okay. For equation 1, see equation 1, 5x minus 1, that is equal to 2. Now how many variables are there? And highest power of the variable is 1, right? So it is a linear equation with one variable. So it is linear equation one variable. Okay. Now see the second one. 2x plus y equal to 6. How many variables are there? Two variables, x and y, right? Highest power of x is 1, highest power of y is 1. So that is also a linear equation. That is also a linear equation of two variable. Okay. Now see third one. 4x minus 3 is equal to 9x plus 2. How many variable is there? One variable, right? X is the one variable. Now what is the highest power of x? That is also 1. So this is also a linear equation of one variable. This is also linear equation one variable. Okay. Now see the second one. How many variables are there? One variable, that is x. Highest power of x is, here it is 2. Here it is 1, so highest is 2, right? And you can also say this constant term as x to the power 0, because x to the power 0 means 1. So this is the constant terms. So this is x square. So highest power of x is 2 here. Okay. So that is not a linear equation. It has some special name. I will come to it later. Now see the second one. Now see the equation 5, 7x plus 1 equal to y minus 1. So here how many variables are there? 1 and 2, x and y, and power of x is 1, power of y is 1, highest power is 1. So that is also a linear equation. Two variable, linear equation of two variable. Okay. Now see this one, another special one. See, there are one variable, only one variable, but you see this left hand side is product of two terms and right hand side is also product of two terms, right? Now if you simplify it, first you have to multiply these two terms, 2x and 3x, as per the rules of multiplication. So it will become 6x square, right? And then the next part will be, next element will be 6x minus 6x minus another minus 6x and finally minus plus. So 2 and 3, that is also 6. Okay. That is equal to, that is left hand side, that is equal to right hand side. See, 4x into 2x. So it will become 8x square plus 10x minus 4x minus 5. Okay, now see, you can add these two terms, you can add these two terms, and you can simplify it, right? But highest power of x is here 2, right? So that is not a linear equation. So I have got two equations, those are not linear, 4 and 6 till now. See the equation 7, see equation 7, x square equal to 4. It's a simple equation, x square equal to 4. One variable, that is x, highest power of x is 2. So that is also not a linear equation, right? Now come to equation 8. That is also an interesting one. See, you have to simplify, you have to do some steps. You have to cross multiply this two portion. If you so you have got this one, right? So you have got this one. Now here how many variables are there? One single variable, and highest power of x is 2 here. So that is also not a linear equation. Now this one, see this one, x square equal to 3x. Here also one variable, that is x, and highest power of x is 2. And in case of equation 10, see, one variable, that is y, and highest power of y is 4. Okay. Now we have seen that in case of this 5 equation, equation 4, equation 6, equation 7, 8 and 9, we have got x square term, right? X square term. Now these all are quadratic equation. Okay, these all are quadratic equation. Why quadratic equation? Because in case of quadratic equation we need two things. One, single variable will be there will be only one variable, and highest power of that variable will be 2. Okay, so standard form, what is the standard form? Standard form of quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a not equal to 0, a, b, c belongs to R. Okay. So this is the standard form of quadratic equation. Now see, in case of this one, a equal to 4, b equal to 5 and c equal to minus 6, right, according to this standard form. Now here you have to reduce this form to this form. Okay. Here it is given as a product of two terms in left hand side and product of two terms in right hand side. You have to deduce it. You have to reduce it. So if you reduce, you will get, see, I am doing it again. So if you transfer all the constant terms in one side and all the constant terms also in one side, we will get 8x square minus 6x square. 10x minus 4x means 6x, and 6x minus 6x minus 6x, that means minus 12x. So it will become plus 12x. Minus 5 was there, and if you transfer this term here, so it will become minus 6, and that is equal to 0, right? So it will become 2x square plus 18x minus 11 equal to 0. Okay. So that is the standard form of quadratic equation. Okay, understood? Now if see, there is a condition a not equal to 0. If a equal to 0, what happened? If a equal to 0, you have to omit this term, right? তাহলে কি পড়ে থাকে? bx plus c equal to 0. তাহলে কি সেটা আর কোয়াড্রেটিক ইকুয়েশন থাকছে? সেটা তো একটা সিঙ্গেল ভ্যারিয়েবল আর তার হাইয়েস্ট পাওয়ার হয়ে যাচ্ছে 1, তাহলে সেটা কি হয়ে যাচ্ছে, সেটা লিনিয়ার ইকুয়েশন হয়ে যাচ্ছে। তো কোয়াড্রেটিক ইকুয়েশন ইজ নট আ লিনিয়ার ইকুয়েশন and the highest power of the variable is 2, so you have to consider that a not equal to 0. Now if b equal to 0, what happened? ax square plus c equal to 0, এটাও একটা quadratic equation, that is also a quadratic equation. Okay, so that's why see equation 7 is also a quadratic equation. Okay, now if c equal to 0, now if c equal to 0, what happened? If c equal to 0, that means ax square plus bx equal to 0. Now you can take common, take x as common, right? So product of two terms is 0, that means either x equal to 0 or ax plus b equal to 0, right? So in that case ax equal to 0, that can be a solution. Okay, this one is called pure quadratic equation and this one is called adfected quadratic equation. Okay, so if you have some equation, you will easily identify which one is quadratic and which one is not. Okay, what do you mean by roots of a quadratic equation? If you have a quadratic equation, how many roots would you get? ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, a not equal to 0. Okay, and a, b, c belongs to R. So that is the standard form of quadratic equation. Now roots means values of x or the unknown variable that satisfies the given equation is called roots, you can say roots of that equation. Understood? That means x has some value, right? Suppose x equal to 2, that satisfy this equation, then x equal to 2, that is a root of this equation. Okay, now suppose x square equal to 16. Now we all know that 4 square equal to 16. So x equal to 4 and x equal to minus 4 both satisfy this equation. So this equation has two roots. You can say this equation has two roots, 4 and minus 4. Okay, because x equal to 4 and x equal to minus 4, that satisfy the given equation x square equal to 16. Now one thing, in case of any kind of polynomial, suppose you have a polynomial of degree n, I will discuss this matter in the polynomial chapter. Now suppose you have a polynomial of degree n, solve that polynomial, you will get n roots. Okay, now in case of quadratic equation, highest power of x is 2, so you will get 2 roots. Okay, so you will, how many roots you will get? 2 roots will be there for one equation. Okay, suppose x square minus 7x equal to 0, you can write like this, x into x minus 7, that equal to 0. Now x equal to 0 and x equal to 7, so you have got 2 roots. Okay, 2 roots of this equation. If you put this 0, see, put it 0 square minus 7 into 0, so it will become 0, obviously it will become 0. Now if you put x equal to 7, see, 7 square minus 7 into 7. Okay, so 7 square 49 minus 49, So that will gives you 2, that will gives you 0. Okay, clear? So these are satisfying. So x equal to 0 and x equal to 7, this satisfies this equation. So they are satisfying this equation. Okay. Now suppose you have a quadratic equation, how will you find out roots of the quadratic equation? That means how will you solve the quadratic equation? Now to compute solution of a quadratic equation, I am going to discuss two methods. Method 1, using factorization of the given equation. For that we will first understand zero product rule, and the method 2 is using Sridharacharya formula. Now see how to solve quadratic equation. Method 1. See, first step is you have to clear all the fractions and brackets if it is necessary. Okay. So you have to clear Now step 2 is you have to transfer or you have to reduce the given equation in standard form of quadratic equation. Standard form of quadratic equation that you already know. So you have to reduce it as ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Okay. Suppose you have some terms in left hand side and some terms in right hand side, then you have to transfer all the terms in one side and then you have to reduce it to this form. So reduce in standard forms. Now next step is you have to factorize. You know factorization of this type of equation, you have already know that thing. So you have to factorize. And fourth step is you have to put each factor equal to 0. So each factor equal to 0 and solve. Okay. So if you have here I want to mention one thing, that is zero product rule. Okay, zero product rule. Zero product rule, what it means? Suppose you have a expression that is product of two expression. Suppose you have ax plus a into x minus b, that is 0. Okay, so this is a product of two terms that is equal to 0. Then at least one of this two expression is 0. One of this two expression, either this one equal to 0 or that one equal to 0. Okay, so this one equal to 0, so you can from here you can say x plus a equal to 0 or x minus b equal to 0. Now x plus a equal to 0, that gives you x equal to minus a, or x minus b equal to 0, that will gives you x equal to b. Okay, understood? So that is called zero product rule. Now we will use this method to solve some quadratic equation. Okay, there are two questions. Question number 1, that is 3x square minus 8x minus 3 equal to 0. That is a quadratic equation and that is in standard form. So first you have to factorize it. Okay, so 3x square, you can write 9x plus x minus 3. Now 3x into x minus 3 plus 1 x minus 3. Okay, so x minus 3 will be a factor and 3x plus 1 equal to 0. Okay, so from here if you apply that zero product rule, x minus 3 equal to 0, that will gives you x equal to 3, or 3x plus 1 equal to 0, that will gives you 3x equal to minus 1 and x equal to minus 1 by 3. So this equation has two solution, one is x equal to 3 and another one is x equal to minus 1 by 3. Understood? As I have told that quadratic equation has two values, that means you have two, that means you will get two roots in case of every equation. See, two roots are there, x equal to 3 and x equal to minus 1 by 3. Now see this equation. It is not in standard form. So first you have to reduce it in standard form. Before that you have to clear this fraction. Okay. So it will become this, and 2 and 1 by 2 means 5 by 2, and x square plus x square minus 2x plus 1 and x square minus x, that is equal to 5 by 2. Now that means, see, x square plus x square, 2x square minus 2x plus 1 and x square minus x equal to 5 by 2. So you will get 4x square minus 4x plus 2 equal to 5x square minus 5x. Okay. Now you have to transfer all those terms in one side. So you will get, I am transferring this terms to this side. Okay. So 5x square minus 4x square minus 5x plus 4x minus 2 equal to 0. So x square minus x minus 2 equal to 0 and x square minus 2x. Now this is, see, this is in standard form. So we have done our step 1 and step 2. Now you have to factorize. That is our step 3. See, we have done factorization and we have got 2 factor x minus 2, x plus 1. Now you have to apply zero product rule here. So you will get x minus 2 equal to 0, that means x equal to 2, or x plus 1 equal to 0, that will gives you x equal to minus 1. Okay. So you have got two roots of the given equation. Equation is this one. See, and answer is here, 2 and minus 1. Understood this method? Now see method 2, that is Sridharacharya formula. For the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a not equal to 0, x equal to minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. Okay, that is the solution. Now you can ask me, where are the two roots, right? Here x has this value. So where are the two roots? See the value minutely, minus b plus minus. What do you mean by plus minus? So you have to consider plus first and you have to consider minus then. Okay, and in both the cases you will get two roots, two different root, or in some cases two equal roots, but you will get two roots. Okay, understood? This is called Sridharacharya formula and we will do some problems. First you have to, first I am going to prove from where this expression came. First I am going to prove that from where this expression, আকাশ থেকে তো পড়েনি এই এক্সপ্রেশনটা, এখান থেকেই রিডিউস করা হয়েছে, এখান থেকেই এটাকে আনা হয়েছে। কিভাবে আনা হয়েছে সেটা আমরা প্রথমে দেখে নেব। See, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. এবার আমরা we are multiplying by 4a square x square plus 4abx plus 4ac equal to 0. If you multiply 0 by 4a, you will get 0. Okay. So you here I have multiplied by 4a to both the side. Okay. Now next, see, you can write it 2ax square plus 2 into 2ax into b. For this one you can write like this, 2 into 2 means 4, a x, we are taking these two things together and b here, okay, plus b square minus b square, okay, we added this term, so we subtracted the same terms, okay. Now see, we have got this one as a square term, 2ax plus b whole square, right, minus b square plus 4ac equal to 0. Now from here we can say 2ax plus b square, that is equal to b square minus 4ac, right. So you can say 2ax plus b equal to plus minus root over square তুলে দিচ্ছি, তার মানে আমাদের প্লাস মাইনাস দুটোকে কনসিডার করতে হবে। এবার এখান থেকে কি আসছে, 2ax equal to minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac, that means x equal to minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. Now I am going to solve this equation by method 2, that means using Sridharacharya formula. See here, a equal to 1, b equal to minus 18 and c equal to 77, right. So x equal to minus b, that means minus of minus 18, it will become 18, plus minus root over b square, that means 18 square minus 18 square is equal to 18 square, so you can write 18 square, minus 4 into a means 1 into c means 77 by 2 into 1. So what you will get, 18 plus minus root over, see 18 square means 324 minus okay. Now 18 plus 4, that will gives you 18 plus 4 by 2 or 18 minus 4 by 2, okay. So you will get, from here you will get 18 plus 4 means 22 by 2 equal to 11, and 18 minus 4, that means 14 by 2, that means 7, okay. So this equation has two root, one is 11 and another one is 7, okay. Now suppose you have two roots but equation is not given to you. How will you find out quadratic equation from the given roots? Suppose ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, that is a quadratic equation, okay, where a not equal to 0 and a, b, c are real number. Now if alpha and beta are two roots of this equation, of this actually this equation, there is one relation between roots and the coefficient of the equation. See there are this a, b and c, these are the coefficient and constant terms of this equation. Now alpha plus beta will be minus b by a, and alpha into beta, that is c by a, okay. Now if you have this alpha and beta and the equation is not given to you, what will you do? How will you find out the equation? See, if alpha beta are two roots, you can easily say from here that x minus alpha and x into x minus beta equal to 0, that is the quadratic equation, okay. that is the quadratic equation. If alpha and beta are roots of a quadratic equation, the equation will be x minus alpha into x minus beta equal to 0. Okay. Now from here you can say x square minus alpha x minus beta x plus alpha beta equal to 0. If you multiply these two terms, you will get this one. Now x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta equal to 0. Okay, that is the quadratic equation. That is also a standard form of quadratic equation. So you can compare it with this one. Now if I divide both the side by a, x square plus b by a x plus c by a equal to 0. Now if we compare this one, suppose b, and this equation, suppose c, if we compare b and c, what will you get? C plus b by a equal to minus alpha plus beta, right? If you compare coefficient of x, you will get this one. So from here you can say alpha plus beta, that means sum of the roots of the equation is equal to minus b by a, and if you compare constant terms, alpha beta equal to c by a. So product of two roots will be c by a, this one and that one. Okay, so I have already told you these two things. See, I think you have understood from where this came. Okay, now you will get lot of problems where you have to apply these two things. Now suppose you have a quadratic equation, how will you find out nature of the roots without finding out those roots? I mean, suppose you have a quadratic equation, without computing the roots, how will you understand nature of the roots? See, in case of method 2, I have told you D means discriminant, one term discriminant, D equal to b square minus 4ac. That is a special term, discriminant of a quadratic equation. Now why it is so special? Because it will help you to understand nature of the roots without computing the roots. Okay, suppose you have equation, quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a not equal to 0. Okay, now you what you need to find out? You need to find out discriminant, that is b square minus 4ac. Now if b square minus 4ac equal to 0, see here, b square minus, here I have deduced that part from this equation to this x equal to this part. See, if you put b square minus 4ac equal to 0, if b square minus 4ac equal to 0, what it means? See, that root part will be 0, this part will be 0. So x equal to minus b by 2a, that is that means you have got two equal roots of that given equation, and since b is real number, a is real number, so minus b by 2a, it will become minus b by 2a, right? If it is, this term is 0, this term is equal to 0. If this term is equal to 0, then x equal to minus b by 2a, right? So that is a real number. So you can confirm that you will get roots, those are real and equal. Okay, and if b square minus 4ac equal to 0, that means real and equal roots. Okay, now case 2, if b square minus 4ac greater than 0, that means positive. Okay, if b square minus 4ac greater than 0, what it means? See, this one is greater than 0, this part is greater than 0. So in that case you will get two real, this part is greater than 0, this part is greater than 0. That means you will get real number, either rational or irrational, but not complex number. Okay, so you will get two roots, and roots are real and unequal. Okay, real and unequal, not equal, they are not equal. In case of first plus, in case of plus you will get one root, using minus you will get another root, but two roots are not equal. Okay, so in case of this term, this case, when b square minus 4ac greater than 0, you will get real root but unequal. And if b square minus 4ac less than 0, what it means? Less than 0 means roots are imaginary. See, root, if there is a negative number under root, some where a greater than 0, okay, that means রুটের মধ্যে এটা একটা নেগেটিভ নাম্বারের রুট, নেগেটিভ নাম্বারের রুট করলে কমপ্লেক্স নাম্বার আসে, ঠিক আছে। কমপ্লেক্স নাম্বার বা ইমাজিনারি নাম্বার এগুলো তোমাদের সিলেবাসে নেই, দ্যাট ইজ আউট অফ ইউর সিলেবাস, তাই এখনই এই ব্যাপারে ডিটেলসে আমি বলছি না কিছু। এবার এই তার একটা জিনিস জেনে রাখো যে রুটের আন্ডারে নেগেটিভ নাম্বার থাকলে সেটা আমাদের কমপ্লেক্স নাম্বার দেয় বা ইমাজিনারি রুট হয়ে যায়। তো তখন তো ইমাজিনারি রুট হয়ে যাবে না। যদি এই বি স্কোয়ার মাইনাস 4ac লেস দ্যান 0 হয় তাহলে তো আমরা রিয়েল নাম্বার পাবো না, তখন আমাদের রুটটা হয়ে যাবে ইমাজিনারি, ঠিক আছে। এখন শুধু এইটুকুই জেনে রাখো, রুটস আর ইমাজিনারি। ওকে, এবার যদি এখানে দুটো কেস বলছি, গ্রেটার দেন 0 তো বুঝলাম, বি স্কোয়ার মাইনাস 4ac টার্মটা গ্রেটার দেন 0 তো বুঝলাম। এবার যদি এটা একটা স্কোয়ার টার্ম হয় তাহলে এটা রুট করলে একটা ভালো নাম্বার পেতে পারি। ভালো নাম্বার মানে হোয়াট ডু ইউ মিন বাই ভালো নাম্বার? সি, ইফ বি স্কোয়ার মাইনাস 4ac is a square number, that implies root b square minus 4ac is rational and if this one is not a square number then you will get irrational root. এবার আমরা আবার ওই এই টার্মটাকে দেখব, মাইনাস বি প্লাস মাইনাস রুট ওভার বি স্কোয়ার মাইনাস 4ac বাই 2a। তার মানে দেখো মাইনাস বি বাই 2a আর একটা টার্ম হচ্ছে এই টার্মটা, এটাকে যদি আলাদা করি আমরা এইভাবে লিখতে পারি। তো এবার এই টার্মটা তো সবসময় র্যাশনাল নাম্বার মানে রিয়েল নাম্বার, কিন্তু সমস্যা হয়ে দাঁড়াচ্ছে আমাদের এই টার্মটা কখন কি সেটা আমরা বুঝতে পারছি না। যদি বি স্কোয়ার মাইনাস 4ac ইকুয়াল টু 0 হয় তার মানে পুরো টার্মটাই 0 হয়ে গেল, তার মানে এটাই হয়ে যাবে আমাদের সলিউশন, দুটোই সেম সলিউশন আসবে। কিন্তু যদি এই টার্মটা নন 0 হয় তাহলে দুটো কেস আসতে পারে, এক হচ্ছে গ্রেটার দেন 0, টু লেস দেন 0। তো গ্রেটার দেন 0 হলে কি হবে, এই একটা টার্ম আসবে রুটের মধ্যে একটা গ্রেটার দেন 0 মানে একটা পজিটিভ নাম্বার। তো রুট অফ আ পজিটিভ নাম্বারের ক্ষেত্রে দুটো কেস হতে পারে, এক হচ্ছে যদি ভেতরের নাম্বারটা স্কোয়ার নাম্বার হয় তাহলে সেটা র্যাশনাল নাম্বার দেবে, আর যদি স্কোয়ার নাম্বার না হয় তাহলে সেটা ইরেশনাল নাম্বার দেবে, ঠিক। এবার যদি এটা পজিটিভ নাম্বার না হয় মানে এটা যদি গ্রেটার দেন 0 না হলে লেস দেন 0 হয় তাহলে কি হবে? এবার আমি বললাম কি রুটের মধ্যে যদি নেগেটিভ নাম্বার থাকে তা সেটা ইমাজিনারি নাম্বার দেয়। তো এই পোর্শনটা যদি ইমাজিনারি হয়ে যায় পুরো পোর্শনটাই তো ইমাজিনারি হয়ে যায়, তো রুটটাই হয়ে যাবে ইমাজিনারি। ওকে, তার মানে এই বি স্কোয়ার মাইনাস 4ac এর উপরে ডিপেন্ড করছে এই ইকুয়েশনে যে রুটগুলো হবে তার নেচারটা কি, সেই জন্য সেটাকে বলছে ডিসক্রিমিনেন্ট। এবং সেটা যখন ইকুয়াল টু 0 তখন রিয়েল এবং ইকুয়াল রুটস পাচ্ছি, যখন গ্রেটার দ্যান 0 রিয়েল রুট পাচ্ছি কিন্তু দে আর নট ইকুয়াল, আর লেস দ্যান 0 হলে আমরা রুটস আর ইমাজিনারি। ওকে, আর এখান থেকে দুটো সাব কেসেস ভাঙা যায়, যখন গ্রেটার দ্যান 0 হচ্ছে যদি এটা স্কোয়ার নাম্বার হয় তাহলে আমরা র্যাশনাল রুট পাবো, আর যদি স্কোয়ার নাম্বার না হয় তাহলে আমরা ইরেশনাল রুট পাবো। ওকে, এবার আমরা এই ইকুয়েশনটা we are considering this equation and we are trying to find out the nature of the roots of this equation. See, a equal to 2, b equal to 6 and c equal to 3 here. So, d will be b square minus 4ac, b square means 6 square 36 minus 4 into 2 into 3. So, you will get 36 minus 4 into 6, actually 4 into 6, that is 24. So, 12 is greater than 0, okay, 12 is greater than 0. So, discriminant is greater than 0 here. So, that means roots are real but not equal. Okay. Now, see another example. See this one, 5x square minus 6x plus 7 equal to 0. So, here a equal to 5, b equal to minus 6 and c equal to 7. Okay. So, d will be b square means 36 minus 4 into 5 into 7. So, you will get minus 104. So, that is less than 0, that means imaginary root. Okay, so see both the cases we are not going to solve the equation, okay, but without solving the equation we are nature of the roots. Okay. Suppose you have equations with different power of the variable x. So, like x to the power 4, x to the power 8, root x. Then how will you reduce that equation to a quadratic equation? Now, see, we have come to the last portion. See, here we are going to reduce a given equation to quadratic equation. Okay. So, the first one, see the first one, 2x to the power 4 minus 5x square plus 3 equal to 0. Okay. So, here highest power of x is 4, right. So, that is not a quadratic equation. We are trying to reduce it to a quadratic equation. First, take x square equal to y. Okay. So, what will happen? It will become 2y square minus 5y plus 3 equal to 0. Now, see, this is a quadratic equation. You can factorize it easily. 2y square minus 3y minus 2y plus 3 equal to 0. Now, if you take y from both of them, minus 1 equal to 0. So, we have done the factorization. After factorizing, you will get this one, and now using zero product rule, what you will get? Y equal to 1 or y equal to 3 by 2. Okay. Now see, this is a polynomial whose n equal to 4. N equal to 4 means you will get 4 roots. Okay. So, from here y equal to 1, that means x square equal to 1, that means x equal to plus minus 1, and here x square equal to 3 by 2. So, it will gives you x equal to plus minus root over 3 by 2. Okay. So, how many roots are there? 1 plus 1 minus 1 plus root under 3 by 2 minus root 3 by 2. Okay. Now, see this one, question number 2. This one, if you get this type of question, how will you solve it? See, x minus 1 by x square, and here it is x plus 1 by x. Now, you have to take 1 equal to y. Which one? This one. I am taking this one equal to y. So, x plus 1 by x equal to y. Okay. So, from here you can say 4 x minus 1 by x whole square plus 8y equal to 29, right? That you can say. Know that x minus 1 by x, x plus 1 by x whole square minus x minus 1 by x whole square, that will gives you 4. Why? Why? Because this means x square plus 2 into x into 1 by x means 1 plus 1 by x square minus x square plus 2 into x into 1 by x, that means 1 minus 1 by x square. So, if you omit these terms, we will get 2 plus 2 equal to 4. Okay. So, you can easily use this portion. Okay. You can easily use this portion. See here, this is equal to y. So, you will get from here y square minus x minus 1 by x whole square equal to 4. So, x minus 1 by x whole square equal to y square minus 4. Okay. So, you can put this to this one, or you can say this in here. So, what you will get? 4 into y, what you will get? 4 into y square minus 4 plus 8y equal to 29. Understood? 4 into y square minus 4 plus 8y equal to 29. Now see, this one is a quadratic equation. Okay. Now, if you factorize, you will get 2y plus 9, 2y minus 5 equal to 0, from where you will get y equal to minus 9 by 2 or 5 by 2. Okay. This is the value of y. Okay. Now, y means x plus 1 by x equal to this one, or x plus 1 by x equal to this one. So, here you will get another quadratic equation. From here you will get 2x square plus 9x plus 2 equal to 0, and here you will get 2x square minus 5x plus 2 equal to 0. Now, here x equal to minus 9 plus minus root over 9 square means 81 minus 4 into 2 into 2 by 2 into 2. Okay. So, you will get minus 9 plus minus root 65 by 4, and here we will get x minus 2 and 2x minus 1 equal to 0 after factorizing. So, from there you will get x equal to 2 or x equal to 1 by 2. Okay. So, the solutions are minus 9 plus minus root over 65 whole divided by 4, or this x equal to 2 or x equal to 1 by 2. Okay. Understood? So, there are
Wait. In this video, I have discussed quadratic equation. Now, quadratic equation is the second chapter of algebra segment in your syllabus. If you are looking for chapter 1, I mean chapter 4, linear inequation, I have already created a playlist on it. See the I button, link is there. I have solved lot of problems on linear inequations, and I have solved latest edition of concise mathematics exercise 4A, 4B and the test yourself column. So, if you have missed this video, see the I button, playlist is there.